Welcome to the SWEP capsule of the Canadian Emergency and Trauma Initiative in Elders. This web capsule is about a clinical decision rule to predict functional decline at 3 or 6 months after an injury in community seniors. This clinical decision rule was derived and validated in a large cohort of more than 3,000 elders evaluated in emergency departments across Canada and discharged home. This rule predicts functional decline at 3 or 6 months after an injury. Here is the rule, and let me walk you through it. First, this rule should be applied to the 65-year-old independent in activity of daily living that were evaluated in emergency departments after minor trauma and discharged home. The first box consists of 3 criteria that need to be present. Is the patient less than 75 years old? Never use a walking aid at any time? And has less than 3 medical visits in the last 3 months? If yes, then the functional decline of the patient is about 6% at 3 or 6 months and no further evaluation is needed. If the 3 criteria are not present, then you need to move to the high-risk criteria box. Does the patient goes out less than 5 times a week out of his house or backyard? Or is the patient using walking aid on occasion? If yes, then the functional decline of this patient is about 36%. 1 patient out of 3 will have a functional decline at 3 to 6 months, and further medical evaluation or community services evaluation is needed. If those criteria are not present, then you move to the moderate risk criteria box. Is the patient lacking energy in the pre-injury week, fell in the last 3 months, or needs more help since the injury or last 24 hours? If yes, then the functional decline of this patient is about 18%. And further evaluation community services may be warranted depending on your local services. We'd like you to help us prevent functional decline in elders by using this simple rule when you're discharging your patient from either the emergency department or your walk-in service. And we invite you to follow other web capsule on our website. See you soon.